Let's get to it. So we got Ryan Garcia. He's coming back, and as you guys know, he got a fight with Oscar Duarte December the 2nd. Now, he had an interview, and he was talking about who he want to fight. And let me tell you, Ryan Garcia want all the smoke, man.
You ain't never fought a 135 in your life. Just different.
He want all the smoke. Now, he didn't really call out anybody. They was mostly just asking him who did he want to fight. And he was basically saying he want to fight Teofimo Lopez, he want to fight Devin Haney, and he want to run him back with Tank.
You ain't never fought a 135 in your life. Just different.
Now, when it came to Tank, he was saying that in different circumstances, it'll be different. Basically saying that he would win. And that's actually what he said. He said in different circumstances that he can beat him. In the interview, he didn't really know what he was talking about. So he had to break it down. And he was letting him know, yeah, if I didn't have a rehydration clause. Now, he didn't say it exactly like that, but if you want to hear exactly how he said it, then here's the clip right here.
Eddie Hearn has said you and Devin Haney next. He would love to make that. Bob Arum has talked with Oscar about you and Tio at the Sphere. Then you and Tank have said, let's run it back.
Yeah.
Which of those fights do you think is the biggest one out there for you?
I'm interested in all of them. Obviously, you always want to run it back when you take a loss. I feel like at different circumstances, I could beat them.
Under what different conditions do you feel like you could beat Gervonta?
I mean, everybody knows the obvious of what I'm talking about. Weight. You can't even do an interview. Can you do an interview dehydrated? Nah. Imagine boxing.
Yeah.
That'd be another. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like just level playing field. Just if you beat me, you beat me.
So that was the clip of Ryan Garcia saying, without a rehydration clause and even playing field, that he would beat Tank. Now listen, I'm gonna say it like this.
You ain't never fought a 135 in your life. It's just different.
I know a rehydration clause don't really, make you look that tough or whatever. But listen, everybody did it. Even some of y'all favorite boxers do it till this day. Yeah, a lot of you guys who love Canelo does it. All right?
Oh, look at this guy.
And another thing I want you guys to understand about rehydration clause. When the person can't go over a certain limit, that's also for the other fighter as well.
You ain't never fought a 130.
So if you're trying to say that you are dehydrated, then when you say the same thing for that other fighter, I know some of y'all are going to say, well, not really, if the other fighter actually coming from that weight anyway. Well, Tank ain't coming from 135. That's not his walking around weight. I can tell you that right now. Now, Ryan Garcia, he wanted to be past 145, which is ironic given the fact that he's at 140 right now. He wanted to rehydrate past 145. Because if he didn't, he would have never cared.
You ain't never fought a 135 in your life. Just different.
He would have never cared about, the rehydration clause and none of that. Because it was a 10-pound weight limit rehydration, right? So that means that if you go down to 136, you can rehydrate up to 10 pounds. That means he could have got up to 146. No problem, right? But it's obvious that he wanted to go past 146. To me, it's still, and listen, I like Ryan Garcia, but to me, it's still kind of, it seemed like excuses. Like he's making excuses on why he lost. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I mean, when it comes to the skill, Tank just got more skill than him, period. Whether he was rehydrated or not. They both was at the same weight when they weighed themselves on the day of the fight. And even if they rehydrated to a certain limit, it doesn't matter because Tank was at that same limit. So that means that you were at an even playing field. You were at an even playing field. You're basically saying, let me rehydrate up to heavyweight if I want to, and you better be okay with that. That's basically what Ryan Garcia is saying. Because his version of a level playing field is let me rehydrate up to whatever I want to rehydrate up to. Even if I want to rehydrate up to 160 and you want to rehydrate up to 145. But is that fair? Is that fair for him to rehydrate up to 160 and then Tank on to rehydrate up to 145? Is that fair? So how is that level playing field? It's not level playing field. Level playing field is saying rehydration clause, but you still can rehydrate up to a certain limit. There are some people out there who don't know nothing about boxing who kept saying, but it was only for Ryan Garcia though. Tank was able to give it to whatever he wanted. Bro, you really believe that? Come on now. You gotta know something about it. You gotta just know something about boxing. A little bit. You gotta know a lot, but come on, something. You're supposed to know both of them are under those restrictions. Come on now. So to me, I'm happy that he's back. I'm happy that he's, seemed like he wanted all the smoke. But at the same time, seemed like he's still trying to make excuses for him losing to Tank Davis.